Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of Blueprint, where we have so much action for you. I am the owner of the Foundation, the owner of WGP, Hollywood, Haywood, and I am here tonight. I have made my return, and I have brought my herald, Trevor Robinson, the 11th Commandment, with me because we have to address the elephant in the room. You see, Trevor's not the only person that I brought with me. I have also made Hunter Matthews and Jason Rhydian come here tonight. So Jason Rhydian and Hunter Matthews, get your sorry asses out here now. Cut their damn music. Cut the music. Those two bums don't deserve it, especially Hunter Matthews. Cut the music. You know what? Trevor, I can't even with them. You handle this.
Well. I honestly can't say I expected you two to show up today. I mean, Hunter, you've been aggressively refusing every request I have asked of you in WGP for months. But it's good to see that you seem to finally be remembering how things work around here. But as for you, Jason, you can't honestly tell me that you expected this to go civilly. I told you that we had a plan for your tag team titles. Haywood, why don't you go ahead and tell him exactly what we're thinking we're going to do about this little situation.
You brought me here to Blueprint. This used to be my home, but I'm a WGP talent, and so I'm here to find out what is going to become these tag team titles because I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to pick a new partner to go forward and be the best tag team champions ever.
Jason, didn't you hear my herald? He said I would do the talking. I would explain what's going to happen. You see, Hunter Matthews and you seem to be in cahoots. And I told every damn body that both of you and everyone in WGP and Foundation were going to get what they deserve. So you do have a new partner. And you will learn tonight what happens when you cross the boss. Because tonight, you, Jason Rhydian, and you, Hunter Matthews, are going to defend the tag team championships against the 11th Commandment, Trevor Robinson, and Hollywood Haywood. And that match starts right now.
I got tag with Hunter. Alright. Well, you're going to need this. This feels pretty nice. Alright. Let's do our job. 10 months ago, a vision was achieved. A vision held by me and my former tag team partner, the Army of...
Oh, you roll there, buddy. We don't say that name around here anymore. And anyways, you two being the seasoned veterans that you are in this business, you should know how these go by now. Challengers first. Besides, I think you're going to want to hear exactly what we have to say. Many months ago, when Haywood was putting together the ultimate faction in the BWO, he knew he was going to need a little something extra, an ace in the hole. And so he forged me, the 11th Commandment. Unfortunately, soon after I debuted, he went out with an injury and had to take some time off. It was the perfect opportunity to put his right-hand man, his herald, into a position of power. Since then, it's been nothing but daisies for me. Now that he has returned, and I am no longer needed as his herald, what better use of our combined power than to become the ultimate tag team? A team that many people probably never thought would happen. A team so strong, so powerful, so talented in the ring, so quick-witted and sharp-tongued, and of course blessed with the power of authority. A team so perfect in every way that we really shouldn't even have to fight for the titles. A team so well thought out and so meticulous that we have a plan to beat every single one of you before we even step in the ring. Isn't that right, Haywood?
I think people forget, Trevor. I think people forget what happened before I went out. I fired Don Krypton in WGP. I put Hunter Matthews in a position of power. But you didn't forget, did you, Trevor? And you, Hunter, you didn't forget. But you, Jason Rhydian, and all of you forgot. So now, Hunter Matthews, it's time for you to do exactly what I hired you to do, and it's time for all of you sorry-ass promo artists that I created that have been complaining the entire time I've been out to get what they deserve.
I believe this belongs to you now. You seriously thought that you could trust me? Me, Hunter Matthews. I put everything on the line to try and make you a star. And look where it got me. It got me this bullcrap match with Mr. Woodward tomorrow. Well, no more. Rhydian, I am sick and tired of your crap. I am sick and tired of your dead weight. So you can join your friend Tyler on the unemployment line because you are fired.
Hunter Matthews, I want to thank you personally for finally achieving a job well done. I hope that going forward you and I can have a much better working relationship on Wednesdays.
And now, security, get this bum Jason Rhydian out of my damn building. Get him out!
Hey, hold up, talking about H-real nigga, polo fuck that heel figure. Made myself a ghetto star on the slab sipping bar.
Oh, I guess maybe that drunk son of a bitch really is good for something after all.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you handle business when you're the boss. But we don't have a lot of time to keep talking about what you just saw. Just know that that's how things are going to go around here. It's time to get on with the action as we will see the man who will challenge for the World Championship at House of Thunder, the Golden Boy, Gene Emerson, take on Hector Flores. Let's get down to the action. Hey, did he really hit him? Did Bones he really hit him, huh? Back to the action.
Foundation blueprint. Now you see here tonight, I have I don't even want to call it a road bump. I don't want to call it a skid mark. I don't even want to call it roadkill. I don't even want to call it a nothing match. Hell, it's not even a squash match. To me, tonight, Hector Flores versus Gene Emerson, the Golden Boy. Well, Blueprint Foundation, you want a martyr. I'll give you one. And here tonight, it doesn't matter what Hector's about to say. He could do a lovely song and dance. He could give you a lovely sonnet or give you a lovely homage to some wrestler or whatever it could be. It's really not going to matter, Hector. Because you see, you're in my way of important business. You're in my way of pushing it all in on myself. You're in my way of the house's business. And when you're in the way of house business, see, this is the part that happens that people don't remember. They tend to forget about casinos, and that is the dirty, down, gritty, going into the boiler room, if you will, of things and getting your ass handed to you and told not to come back. Hector, tonight, this is the moment where I beat your ass. I pummel you into submission to tell you, and when you get back out into the promo verse, that you're going to be nothing more than an index note, a footnote, if that be, into the note of me becoming Foundation Heavyweight Champion. You're in my way of important business between me and Don Krypton at House of Thunder 3. Hector, you want to make yourself an example. You could have done it with anybody else. You could have played this game with anybody but me. Here tonight, you got a pissed off Golden Boy. Here tonight, Hector Flores, realize where you stand on the totem pole of life in the promo verse. You're below every single last one of us. You're nothing more than an insignificant ant. Hell, even ants have more and mean more in this business than you do. You're below every single last thing. You are at the bottom of the bottom. And we grabbed you as a cesspool because, hell, everybody likes to see a good squash match. Big man versus little man. But you see, in typical fashion, Hector is going to try and try and try, as he might. But you're going to come up to the biggest roadblock in your career. You see, I'm on a 3-in-row winning streak. Tonight, Hector, it'll become 4 because the big train's going to keep on moving and run straight through you. You see, the house always wins, Hector. And I'm here to showcase to every last one of you, I'm here to showcase to you, especially Don Krypton, that I will become your kryptonite. I will make damn sure that anybody comes in my way will be exterminated. And it begins here with Hector Flores, like it did the last 3 victims that I had. So it doesn't really matter very much, does it, Hector, what you say? It doesn't really matter very much how Foundation sees this match, because it's going to end with a victory for the Golden Boy and a defeat for Hector Flores. And as I move on, Don, I'm coming for you. I am coming for what's rightfully mine, what took me 5 years to finally get, and I am not going to drop the ball. I am not going to mess this up, because you see, Don, you see, Foundation, and Hector, the house always wins.
Foundation. Seems like this week on Blueprint, I am up against a foe that I've faced quite a number of times here in the Foundation. Someone who I am quite familiar with in Gene Emerson. This is the first time we face off. Most likely, for sure, will not be the last. See, every time me and Gene Emerson have fought off here in the Foundation, He's found some way, somehow, to beat me. Now, he is considered the golden boy. If you ask him, he is. He would tell you that he is the greatest thing that's came from Canada since Bret Hart. Greatest thing that's come from Canada since Canadian bacon. The greatest thing that's come from Canada since Adam Copeland. That is how highly he views himself. That is how highly he thinks he is. He thinks he is better than everyone else. That includes the champions here in the Foundation. Others, including me, they like Mr. Gene Emerson is on an ego trip, and he needs to be humbled. He needs to be taken down a peg. And that is exactly what I'll be doing this week, as I shot the Foundation and beat the golden boy, Gene Emerson. You see, if I was Gene Emerson and I had the same accolations as him, beating star opponents, beating people that some would say are at the top tier of Foundation, I would have an ego trip as well. But someone needs to bring Gene Emerson back to reality, and in reality he is no better than anyone, including Hector Flores. See, if I had people feeding my ego, viewing me as a top star, I'd be just like him. People see him, say that's a top guy in Foundation. That is a future champion in the Foundation. That is someone that the Foundation can believe in. And they take one look at a guy like me, Hector Flores, look down on a guy like me. They spit on a guy like me. They count me out before the match even fucking happens. Every single fucking time. And you know what? I am tired of being the outcast. I am tired of being the joke around here in the Foundation. It is about damn time that I get my just due and get some damn respect around here. Because Hector Flores, he's not a lower card jobber. He is not someone to be down upon. He is someone to be taken fucking seriously. And that begins with Gene Emerson this week.
Your winner, Gene, the Golden Boy, Emerson. Ladies and gentlemen, it took 4 judges, but Gene Emerson builds some momentum going into House of Thunder. And speaking of House of Thunder, let's take a special look at our next Super Show.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was green, whole line behind. Got a follower, fit the box, hit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder.
Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live.
Ladies and gentlemen, House of Thunder is shaping up to be one of, if not the best super shows of the year, where we have our illustrious House of Thunder match. And 2 of the contestants, the BWO's very own, our prototype champion, Bobby the Iceman Miller, will defend the prototype championship against another House of Thunder resident, SNES, last year's winner. And that action happens right now.
Bobby. You know, it's just a dang shame that here we are, and you and me have never truly had that one-on-one match. Oh wait, some of the critics are saying, yes you have. Yes you did, it was at that startup promotion. It was the opening match of the entire promotion. It set the stage for everything that was to come in that promotion. But then tragedy struck, and that match was deemed inconsequential. It never led to anything. And that's a dang shame. Because you and me, Iceman, you and me could sell out an arena anywhere in the world. Any promo show would be better for having you and me on it. But here we are. We're in the build to House of Thunder 3. If you remember last year that I was the House of Thunder winner, outlasting 5 of the best of Foundation at this time. And here I am with 3 of the best Foundation and 2 Jokers. So you and me got some building to do. And you have something that I want. 8 months of legacy. 8 months of body after body after body. Hector Flores, Alpha AJ Davis, Dr. Doof, Mr. Wallace, Master of Illusion, AJ Storm, Buckshot, more and more have fallen at your feet because of that gold strap on your shoulder. And you know what, Bobby? I'm coming for it. I'm coming for that belt. Oh, you're coming for me too? Because you want to have that victory over me, the previous House of Thunder winner. Because more than that belt on your shoulder, having the win over last year's winner would just elevate you to so much more. It would make you the odds-on favorite going into House of Thunder 3. Well, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not letting you leave tonight with the win over me and with that prototype title. Because, Bobby, you have a problem. Pretty soon, you're going to run out of bodies. Next time you say next body please, they're going to be, sorry sir, we're fresh out. You're going to have to go elsewhere to find more bodies. But I don't have that problem. I have plenty more in me. I can lay more at my feet. Fatality after fatality after fatality. I am going to walk out tonight, your new prototype champion. I'm going to wear that belt with honor and prestige. I and the millions and millions of gamers out there are going to be relishing this victory. And Bobby, before they roll your carcass away, hey, give me that belt so that way I can restore it to the prestige of the Gamerverse. And in the words of my fallen opponent, next bodies, please.
Game over.
Black Wrestling Order. Better than.
You know, one of my favorite games to play when I was a young guy was Mega Man X. You know, it was one of my favorite games to play on the Super Nintendo. You just start off, it's no dialogue really. You just kind of get thrown into the game on that intro stage. And you're going through, you're shooting up as many enemies as you can. You're jumping over as many hurdles as you can. You think you're moving along. You think you're just stringing along just fine, doing your thing. You get to the end of the stage, you really think that you're doing something. But then, that boss that comes down off of that plane, he comes on and he has that armor suit on. And they don't even bother to give him a health bar. That's how you know that you're getting your ass whooped. And no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, you're gonna lose. It's inevitable that you lose to that first boss. It's inevitable.
that you take that beating. You can prolong it however long you want to, but it's gonna happen. That's just how the story goes. And you know what? That version of X reminds me of you, SNES. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It doesn't matter how you go about it. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. At the end of the day, when you go against the final motherfucking boss, it's inevitable that you lose, SNES. You go through all of the other competition before you got to me. And you realize that you think you had it all. You think you had the tools to be a premier promo artist. You think that you had the skills to be on the top of the mountain. All of that just to get to little old me and be destined to lose. Because you realize that what you got ain't powerful enough. The shots that you shoot don't penetrate me the same way they penetrate these other dudes. Your armor isn't as strong as you thought it was when you faced those other dudes, because you realize that my punches hit fucking harder. And you probably think that you can still go through the game without getting your game up, without getting your weight up, without getting those skills honed. Like you're just some veteran trying to do a speed run. Only to make it around to me again and still realize that you're not powerful enough to go against me, SNES. And that's just the way the game goes. You don't have it yet. You show some flashes, true. But you ain't got that sauce to be able to stand toe-to-toe with a fucking giant. You're not ready for that boss. And quite frankly, I don't even need a fucking health bar. Because no matter what the fuck you do, no matter what the fuck you say, anybody with 2 listening ears and 2 fucking eyes can see that you don't have enough heat in your arsenal to even damage me. So step back and try to get your weight up for this Storm Warning match. Next fucking body, please.
Winner and still prototype champion, the Iceman, Bobby Miller. The Iceman, Bobby Miller, in a tough battle against SNES, remains undefeated in singles competition here in the Foundation and WGP. Who will be able to topple him? Will he fall in House of Thunder? One has to think that he is the odds-on favorite going into the match. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of announcements real quick. Starting next week, we will have a new day, a new showtime. It will become Friday Night Blueprint, which will air at 6 p.m. Eastern every Friday going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check into our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, share, like, and subscribe. I am Hollywood Haywood, and thank you for tuning in to The Blueprint.